Oh, so this is gonna be a disappointing review. So I got As Luck Would Have It by Alex de la Iglesia, and I watched it and it was pretty good, but I was like, this is so far removed from what he started as with Acción Mutante and Day of the Beast, and even Bandita Durango. I was like, man, why am I watching this? Because I want to. He made all these movies, but then he made either right before this or right after this. He made um, The Last Circus, which is crazy, which is a crazy movie, and I think this is actually just a TV movie in Spain. So this guy, he's married to Selma Hayek. He can't get a job. He's in advertising. He's been 2 years without a job, and he goes for some interviews. Kind of gets crapped on, and like treated like a piece of garbage, or he's just like forgotten. And also, he's kind of a little bitch too, the way he acts. So he's reminiscing about him and Selma's honeymoon at this hotel, and he wants to go visit it, and it's not there anymore. It's a museum now, and oh my god, that fly, man. Um, and they've excavated like a stadium underneath it, like an ancient Roman stadium, and he's walking around, and it's like in a prohibited area, like a restricted area, and the security guards, hey, you can't be here, and he's like, yeah, I don't know why he's like the main dude, Ro- Ro- Roberto. He's just like freaking out, like he's trying to stay away, and then he hits the statue, and the statue's attached to a crane, and it swings, he's holding on to it, and then they don't show it, but he falls, and he lands, and his iron rod goes into the back of his head. So the whole movie is just him laying there, and it's become like a media circus, and he's pretty sure he's gonna die, so he wants to like make money off of like doing interviews and TV appearances and talking while he's laying there with the iron rod stuck in his head. Some hike shows up, he gets an agent, and then yeah, it's just him lying there for. Fortunately, the movie's only an hour and a half. I was like, man, it's gonna be 2 hours of this. And yeah, it was interesting and it gets pretty deep. But I was if it wasn't an Alex de la Iglesia movie, I wouldn't be watching it. And you have no reason to watch this either, unless you're a super Salma Hayek freak. But I mean, who isn't? She still looks good. I mean, she still looks good now, but I mean, she's never like sexy or you never see any skin or. And it's a good movie, but yeah, it's just I would have never checked it out. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I give it 3 out of 5 just because it has some interesting stuff and there's no violence. There's when they finally pull his head off the rod, all his blood gushes out. But that doesn't make a movie, or it didn't. I mean, it didn't matter in the context of the film, but it was okay. But yeah, you don't have to see this. I made a big mistake in doing this. And then I watched Dead Shack, and this was horrible. Oregonian Hunger sent me this, and cool cover and all. Man, and the movie does look cool. Right away, when it started, it reminds me of Hatchet, the way it looks. Definite Evil Dead influence, but this is just garbage, man. 4.5 stars. Shotgun blast, zombie munching, and lots of damage done with an axe. I guess that's true, but man, what's so bad about this movie is that they just, dude, every second they try to make a joke out of something. And it's just tedious, and it was terrible, and I did not like it. There's a few bits of decent gore, and yeah, like I said, a big Evil Dead influence. But man, they just dropped the ball on this. It's these three kids. They're annoying. It just if you see this, I wouldn't even. Yeah, I would never recommend this. This is one hand of fate, just because it's a movie and it says Lauren Holly in it. She's horrible. The kids, everyone is horrible. There's a cute Asian girl, but she gets. Yeah, this is terrible. So both of these movies, like, why did I watch them? I watched this one because it was Alex de Iglesia, and it had some merit. It's still this is a movie, even though it's kind of boring and not like I said, so far removed what De La Iglesia has done in the past. But I'm glad I watched it, to get out of the way. This is just garbage, and it should never be seen. Oh, so like what am I watching these movies for? Oh, I got fucking hair. This one could fool you though, and it fooled me. Like, yeah, and from the very beginning, it has like a horror intro, and I was like, oh, well, that was kind of lame. And then, yeah, this just wants to be a comedy. So, and I watched this by accident. So, man, at least like The Curse was awesome, Barbarian is awesome. They're good movies, but you gotta sift through the garbage to get to them. And but then this one, man, I'm gonna find like a new good Alex de la Iglesia movie that I could recommend besides his old ones. I got some stuff at the library I need to go pick up. Maybe I can fit another review in. But yeah, kind of like lost cause on this one. So I'll see you later.